fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys.
We go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Watch the odds. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Deuce. Check 26, check 26. Undercrunch. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second and 5 now. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Here we go. Mike 4. Watch the pass. Here we go.
A first down carry by Elliott. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
You can't block me. 47. Shift. Watch the shift. Check safety. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
First down, Browns.
Mike. 180. Come on, D. Kill.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, alert!
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield looking left side. He's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Check 15, check 15, point it right.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Up. Watch quick. Watch the run.
Mayfield down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 68 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, kill! 27. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll run. This is Hunt. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 53 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yo. Check. Run. Alert. My God.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the open.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day, dog. Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. Steps away to his left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Prescott from the gun. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike, check 33. 33. Come up the ball.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Lets it go for Nelson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
50. Here we go. Hey, kill. 49. Check 49. Check. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jumper. Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run it again with Chubb, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one is right down the middle. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch it. Regular. Safety screaming. Mike check 33.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We're going to 53. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Come on, baby. I'm coming.
From the 22, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Draw play. Elliott slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
2nd and 11. At the 39-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. There we go. Kill. Right there. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 52. Here we go. 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Big stop. Let's go. Real. Check.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. A run for Nick Chubb, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
You got nothing to work. You got nothing. Check 3. Pistol. Shift. Point it right. Mike 5'9". Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike, check. Hey, Charlie. I'll smell you.
Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
I'm going to run you over. Check.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. 59.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man. 54.
Here's Prescott. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st down, Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On second down now, it's Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
There we go. Line in. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that one.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with 4 seconds remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4, and they'll get another